Chemistry is awesome.
Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. So how you guys doing? Feeling good? Great. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to look at another chemical property of alkenes, and this time around we are going to look at hydration of alkenes, guys. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to focus on alkene, okay, reacts with water, okay, in the presence of acid, or in this case we can say that this reaction actually is an acid catalyzed reaction. Maksud dia apa tahu? Maksud dia in this reaction kita tindak balaskan alkene with water and kita akan add acid. Okay, normally we are going to use diluted acid. And what happened in this reaction, guys? Okay, the double bond of alkene, okay, akan breaks. Tapi yang putus tu apa tahu? Dia punya pi bond lah. The pi bond akan breaks. Okay, dan apa yang kita akan dapat? We are going to get alcohols. We are going to get alcohol lah. Alcohol. Okay guys, kalau you all tengok kat sini kan, actually this reaction actually is kita katakan opposite of dehydration of alcohol. Ingat lagi tak? Preparation of alkene kan? Dehydration of alcohol, di mana kita akan dapat alkene. So kalau kita reverse the process, nampak tak? You tengok flow dia. Alcohol, kita buat dehydration ataupun kita remove water from alcohol, we are going to get alkene. Jadi kalau kita reverse proses ni, alkene, you tambahkan balik air, kita buat hydration. Hydration means reaction with water molecule. Tindak balaskan dengan air. And then kita akan dapat balik alcohol. Jadi actually this reaction kita katakan dia actually adalah opposite of dehydration of alcohols, guys. Right. So tadi saya dah mention kan, this reaction requires the use of acid sebagai catalyst. Okay guys, jadi the most commonly used acid in this reaction yang kita gunakan tu sebagai catalyst adalah first kita akan gunakan diluted solution of sulfuric acid, and kita juga boleh guna diluted solution of phosphoric acid. Okay guys, nampak tak perbezaan dia dengan dehydration of alcohol? In dehydration of alcohols, we are using concentrated sulfuric acid ataupun concentrated phosphoric acid. Tapi dalam this case, we are using diluted. Okay, diluted means cair lah, acid pekat yang cair, guys. Alright. So basically, what happened in this reaction, dia masih lagi kita katakan Markov-Nikov's rules is still applied here, guys. Okay, jadi when we say the addition of water, okay, so in this reaction, so what happened actually, okay, the carbon-carbon double bond ni, kan saya dah mention tadi kan, ni carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, so jadi dia punya pi bond ni akan putus, guys. So bila this pi bond breaks, so dia akan form two new covalent bonds. Okay, jadi apa yang kita akan buat dalam this reaction, guys, since kita buat addition kan, so addition means kita add water. Okay, in other words, kita boleh katakan in this reaction, H dan OH, okay, akan added to this carbon-carbon double bond. So means that, okay, so H akan masuk pada this carbon and OH akan masuk pada the adjacent carbon. Okay, cuma di sini guys, so let's say katakanlah this carbon here ada 2H. And then di sini ada satu alkyl, sini ada satu H, jadi H akan masuk mana? Jadi according to Markov-Nikov's rule, so H is going to be added here, guys, and dekat sinilah akan masuk OH. Okay, maksudnya apa? Maksudnya kita masih lagi in this fraction, we are still applying Markov-Nikov's rule in order to determine the major product. Okay guys, jadi itulah secara umum lah. Dan kalau kita tengok dia punya general equation, guys, ni apa yang saya dah tunjukkan tadi lah. Jadi kita ada alkene. Okay, so we have an alkene here. Okay, reacts with water. Okay guys, kalau tengok dekat sini nampak apa ni? So inilah acid tadi, diluted acid. Okay, kenapa kita tuliskan dalam bentuk H3O+? Because we are using diluted acid. Kan, you guys still remember kan what happened to strong acid in water? So they can 100% ionize to produce this hydronium ion. So that's why we are writing this H3O plus. And tadi saya dah mention what happened to this pi bond. So this pi bond akan breaks. So H akan masuk pada carbon dan satu lagi akan masuk OH. Tapi H ni guys, dia akan masuk pada carbon yang is going to be added to carbon with greater number carbon of the carbon double bond with greater number of hydrogen atoms, guys. Okay, Markov-Nikov's rule. Okay, for example, let's look at this equation here. Okay, guys, see, kita ada what do we have here? Kita ada 2-methyl propene. Okay, jadi kita buat hydration. See, hydration tidak balas dengan air, and then kita ada diluted acid, diluted strong acid here. And what happened in this reaction? The pi bond akan breaks. Okay, guys, kita pause kejap. Kita tengok kat sini. So this carbon of this carbon double bond ada 2 H. So this carbon tak ada H kan? Jadi when this reaction occurred, okay, jadi pi bond tu akan breaks, okay, and H akan masuk kat mana? Jadi H akan masuk to this carbon, is added to this carbon, while OH is added to this carbon. And that's why guys, this is the product yang kita dapat. Nampak tak? Nah, ni H akan masuk sini. So OH akan masuk pada the adjacent carbon. Okay, kenapa? Sebab kita in this reaction we are applying Markov-Nikov's rule, guys. Alright, seterusnya let's look at another examples of questions. Okay, so the next is kita ada these two reactions here. Okay, still we are still dealing with hydration of alkenes, guys. Okay, so here kita ada apa? Kita ada propene. We have propene here. Right. So kita tindak balaskan dengan air in the presence of diluted acid. So this is hydration of alkene kan. Okay, jadi apa akan berlaku guys? So maksudnya pi bond ni akan putus. Okay, jadi in this reaction kita tahu kan hydration. What are the atoms being added? Kita akan add H dan OH guys. Okay, jadi H akan added ke mana? Akan added to carbon of the carbon double bond with a greater number of hydrogen atoms. So in this case, H is going to be added here, and dekat sini akan masuk OH, and that's why class we are going to get this product. Okay, so kita akan dapat what is this? Kita akan ada 2 propanol. You akan dapat 2 propanol. Okay, so this is for the first reaction. Now let's look at the second reaction. So for the second reaction, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Kita ada butene guys, ataupun kita ada 2 butene, ataupun nama penuhnya 2-methyl. Okay, 2 butene. Actually it is not compulsory for you all untuk nak menamakan, tetapi saya sengaja menamakan supaya ni sebagai praktis lah, sebagai latihan untuk you all. Sambil-sambil you buat reaction tu, cubalah sekali namakan dia kan. Okay, so kita dapat kat sini kita 2-methyl 2-butene which is an alkene, dan kita buat hydration guys. Okay, cuma dekat sini you akan nampak sedikit berbeza because here the acid is not written in the form of H3O+, tetapi ditulis dalam bentuk H+. Okay, sebenarnya boleh juga guys. Sebab apa? Sama dah. Kalau you masih ingat lagi, kita boleh ada 2 cara kan. There are 2 ways to write untuk apa ni hydrogen ion terhasil dalam ionization of acid kan. Okay, so kita boleh tulis sebagai H3O+, dan also kita boleh tuliskan dalam bentuk H+, guys. Jadi sama sahaja. Okay, jadi so since ini juga masih lagi hydration reaction, so pi bond akan breaks. Okay guys, so H akan added to which carbon? Okay, so ni kan, sebab apa? This carbon of the carbon double bond here ada 1 H, nampak? So this carbon tak ada H, tak ada H. Jadi maksudnya according to Markov-Nikov's rule, so H is going to be added to this carbon, and OH akan masuk pada this carbon. Jadi what is the product that we are going to get? So we are going to get this alcohol guys. Okay, so what is this? Ini kalau you nak menamakan dia, kita akan ada 2-methyl, okay, 2-butanol guys. 2-methyl 2-butanol. Tak apa, untuk naming of alcohol nanti when it comes to this alcohol punya topik, nanti saya akan ajarlah macam mana kita nak menamakan alkohol. Okay, so kita ada 2-methyl 2-butanol guys, and this is the product. Okay, jadi tak susah kan reaction ni kan. Jadi yang penting dekat sini guys, ingat, remember, when it comes to hydration of alkenes, what are the atoms ataupun apa yang akan ditambah kepada carbon-carbon double bond? H, hydrogen dan OH. Okay, and apa lagi kena ingat? Kita masih lagi akan apply Markov-Nikov's rules guys. Markov-Nikov's rule. Alright, so that's all untuk kita punya lesson hari ni. In the next lesson guys, kita akan tengok pula the mechanism for this reaction. Okay, bye. See ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe. Bye.